Had a breakup in the middle of a Wednesday afternoon? Have a 10-day-long wedding celebration to attend? Feeling randomly low about something completely inane and need someone to smilingly reassure you for the millionth time? Not to fear. Your TV friend is here. In mainstream TV shows, especially sitcoms, a good friend is shown as someone who will either be stuck to you through the day or show up for you at the drop of a hat. But this depiction of a good friend might be a tad unrealistic. Let's break this down. The first and most important criteria for on-screen friendship is to literally always be there for you. In season 1 of Friends, Monica lets ex-high school bestie Rachel live in her house rent-free and basically helps her sort out her life despite the fact that Rachel had barely been in touch with her since high school.
I know that you and I have kind of drifted apart, but you're the only person I knew who lived here in the city.
Who wasn't invited to the wedding.
The second big criteria for determining who is a good friend is friendship monogamy. And that can mean one of two things. One is a setup where that one friend is the be-all and end-all of your social support system. We see this most often in teen comedies like Wizards of Waverly Place or Hannah Montana, where the two besties also have their unique code language and quirky friendship hand gesture things that only they understand. The second is a setup where a person has one friends group for everything. That group meets all their social needs and they often end up finding their romantic soulmates and business partners from within the group too. This has been the go-to trope for countless hit comedy shows over the years, including Friends, How I Met Your Mother, That 70s Show, The Office, Community, and The Big Bang Theory.
Oh no!
This sort of group friendship monogamy leads to another complication. It results in us pigeonholing complex individuals into tropes they fit within the friends group, like the romantic one, the funny one, the punching bag, or the cleanliness freak.
If only there were a smaller one to clean this one.
In Lena Dunham's HBO show Girls, there is even a meta-reference to the off-screen impact of these on-screen friends group tropes, where we see superfan Shoshana viewing herself and her newfound friends through the lens of Sex and the City characters.
You're definitely like a Carrie with like some Samantha aspects and Charlotte hair. It's like a really good combination.
The third important quality in a real bestie is that they have no boundaries. Be it Sex and the City or its contemporary Indian counterpart 4 More Shots Please, a good friend will be willing to play any role you ask them to, from being your date at a fancy cocktail party to joining you for a last-minute rom-com style sleepover. There is no social situation a good friend would avoid if it involves you, and nothing they won't do if you emotionally blackmail them into believing it would make you happy. But while this kind of characterization is convenient for writers and producers of a feel-good TV show, it results in us having unrealistic expectations from our real-life friendships. These shows often contribute to our formative ideas of what adult friendship should be like, and as a result, we end up measuring our real-life friendships against the impractical and unfair benchmarks these TV shows have set up. We feel disappointed and dejected when our friends don't live up to these expectations. But the truth is that we all have certain pressures and obligations that keep us from being the perfect friend we see on TV. So while these shows might have been comforting to watch while growing up, maybe it's time to move past these unrealistic tropes around friendship. The most moving pieces of pop culture on friendship are actually those that embrace the richness and depth of diverse and messy friendships. For instance, the newly released House of the Dragon depicts the romantic undertones of a childhood friendship while also showing us how events that are not in their control could set two friends against each other. The 2017 TV series Big Little Lies explores completely fresh terrain when depicting Celeste and Jane's friendship and the challenges of healing from a shared trauma. And it's not just newer depictions. If we look back at non-mainstream movies and TV shows, we might come across a gem like Greta Gerwig and Noah Baumbach's 2012 film Frances Ha that highlights the difficulties of growing apart from a close friend while also exploring the beauty of finding a way back to that friend in an entirely new capacity.
I want you to feel obligated to say anything back, so I'm going to hang up right away. I love you, Sophie. Bye.
So let's move on from glorifying these idealistic tropes around friendship and embrace some of these more nuanced depictions of it, which allow us to accept friendship in all its richness and complexity. Tell us in the comments below about which movie or TV show gave you the most unrealistic friendship goals, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Swaddle.